is what I experienced with that. And welcome back to the Beer Garden. And if you're here because you like beer, let's be honest, why else would you be here? Please tap that subscribe button down below. All the way to 2K, 2,000 followers. Right at this point is our goal. Hopefully, when you're watching this, we're well over 2,000 followers. So thank you for your sub and support, because I have low self-esteem, and lots of subscribers and followers makes me feel better about myself. It's a beautiful early spring day here in the Beer Garden, and the pollinating has begun. And because I keep doing this, I brought in my official beer glass decal to keep the pollen and the bugs out of my official sold out Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass. Very popular. There we go. Always got to have German engineering right there. And hey, let's get to it. Up this round on a Cheap Brew Review is 2-Lane American Golden Lager. What do I mean by cheap brew? Well, at the store where I usually get my hooch, this was $5.99 a 12-pack. Let's be honest, they had it stacked up in a pyramid, and it was deeply discounted. I think I don't know what it normally goes for, but they had a pile of it in the corner for $5.99 a 12-pack. I thought, hey, how bad it can be. And 2-Lane, isn't that Luke Bryan's beer? Yeah, country superstar Luke Bryan decided to jump into the brewing process. There's his signature right there. Luke Bryan, out of the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, 4.2% alcohol, and it's, what do they describe it as? Smooth sipping, clean and crisp. Well, who doesn't like that? And once again, I did not color coordinate myself with the can on purpose. Total coincidence. Some of you have been asking about this shirt I've been wearing, and it is supporting the people of Ukraine. I'm not going to get too heavy into this, but I have a lot of friends who are Ukrainian and coworkers who are Ukrainian, and what is going on right now in the world is absolutely disgusting of how Ukraine is being treated. So that's all I'm going to say about that, but I'm wearing this in solidarity with the people, the strong, fighting people of Ukraine, fighting for their independence. Back to the beer review. Brewed with American-grown barley and water from the Blue Ridge Mountains. Hey, how can you go wrong? Let's pop the top and see what we got. There we go. Yeah. Solid opening. Let's remove the beer glass decal, and immediately the pollen into the glass it goes. That'll probably affect the taste. Who knows? All right. Never touching the bottle or can to the glass. That's the proper beer etiquette that I was always told. No big surprises. You're looking at the can. That's the color of the beer. There you go. I wonder how fast this head will dissipate. Look at that. We've even color coordinated the official Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass with the beer. Stars are aligning. I wonder how good this is going to be. Coming up at the end of this brew review, I'm going to rate 2-Lane out of 5 stars, 5 being a very good cheap brew, American Golden Lager, which who doesn't like that? There's your sort of soapy head, almost a macro beer. It's foamy at the beginning, and then it just dies. It's like almost like a home brew. I'm a very small time home brewer. I do the 5-gallon bucket thing from time to time, and you know, you get the sanitizer in there. And even though they say the sanitizer doesn't change the taste, it does. And you get that in there because if you don't sanitize everything properly, it throws off your entire home brew. You just spent $45 plus and wasted about a month and a half of your time to find out you got a bunch of skunk beer. So anyway, so you super sanitize everything, and it usually tends to kill the head, usually in any type of home brew that I've done. So I'm trying to curl my nostril hairs to get anything out of this. It smells like a nice, crisp, clean American lager. Okay, how can we go wrong with that? Let's jump in. It's time for the liquid to hit the lips. I don't want to drink alone, so grab yourself a brew. Let's go. Cheers. Sorry, Luke Bryan. $5.99 a 12 pack is about right at the proper price point. Started off, I thought it was going okay, and then I don't know if you saw me shudder violently, but that was immediately my mid-tongue. It was like taking a piece of sheet metal that was cooled down to around 40 degrees, maybe has been left outside for a while, and then you take that sheet metal and you just lick that piece of sheet metal. That very cheap metallic taste is what I experienced with that. I'm getting no barley, no malt. It is a true lager. Doggone it. I was hoping for something a lot better than that. It's pretty basic. It's pretty non-offensive. If you're a Budweiser drinker, if you're a Keystone, I would probably put it on that same shelf. If you don't expect anything great in life, you might like Tulane. I don't know where Tulane comes from, what that means. Tulane, what could it mean? Obviously not the university in, where is that, Louisiana? New Orleans? Two-lane, you're thinking 2 lanes of traffic, a 2-lane road, one going one way, one going the other way. This is too much thinking for a beer this cheap. I'll go with 3 lawnmowers, possibly on this one, on a hot day. Go ahead and throw this in the cooler, maybe. All right, I would put this in the cooler. However, I would bury this deep in the cooler. So after you drink your really good beer, you've got this to sort of kind of slide on to the rest of the afternoon. So out of 5 stars, 5 being a very good cheap brew, where would I put Tulane American Golden Lager from country sensation Luke Bryan? I wish I could give you more, Mr. Bryan. I'm gonna have to give you a 2.28 out of 5 stars. So there you go. If you made it this far in the brew review, God bless you for hanging in there. I really appreciate it. Tap that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And please join our group on Facebook at Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Comments, absolutely. Love to read them down below. Even the haters. I won't respond to the haters, but all positive comments I pride myself in responding to. And it's a beautiful day here in the beer garden. So you grab yourself a beer and you drink that beer. Cheers.